Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the home of the
Thank you. And if you like that, you can go down to the Adler at 7 o'clock and see the show choir show off. You'll see all 3 high schools performing. They did a great job. I was there at 10 o'clock. Okay. Stacy, could you do the roll call, please?
Director Barnes,
Here.
Director Beck, here. Director Hayes,
Here.
President Klein Jerome,
Here.
Vice President Postian,
Here.
Director Potts,
Here.
and Director Yankee is going to be joining virtually a little bit later.
Thank you. Director Hayes, would you please read the mission and vision statement?
I'll be happy to. The Davenport Community School District is dedicated to growing excellence in the academics, the arts, and the athletics for every child by ensuring the highest quality education in an environment shaped by our diverse community, preparing our students to be lifelong learners and productive citizens. Our vision statement, education that challenges conventional thinking, prepares all students to compete in a global society, and inspires our students, parents, staff, and community to answer the question, what if?
Thank you. Director Barnes, would you please read the guiding principles?
Yes, guiding principles, opportunity. We provide abundant opportunities to empower students to reach their full potential academically, creatively, and socially. Collaboration. We foster an environment that allows students, families, and community stakeholders to come together for the betterment of our students' education and future. Transparency. We share relevant and important information with our students, families, and the community to maintain open and productive communication.
Thank you. Superintendent Schneckloff, would you please read the goals?
To foster the innovative use of finance facilities and staff. Goal number 4 will be the focus for tonight.
Thank you. Student board members.
My name is Lucy from Davenport West. Our principal shared some exciting information about the CTE programs in the district this year. She said that so far we've had more than 2,300 students who have participated in career exploration. Over 1,200 students have engaged in work-based learning across 15 CTE programs, and these opportunities are supported by 54 CTE teachers and more than 100 businesses and community partners who make this possible for them.
Awesome. Carlin.
My name is Carlin. I am the representative from Central. As you mentioned before, our show choir show off is happening right now, which is another, I know we talked about this a few weeks ago, but it's a really cool opportunity for all of like the Davenport schools to come together and like do a really cool thing. And then our Pro Start team got second place at the Invitational, which is also pretty cool. Pro Start just helps with those like future readiness kind of things. I think it was cooking, I want to say, but yeah.
And then our Sudlow Orchestra, they performed at the Quad City Symphony, so it's pretty cool.
That's cool. Do you know if your show choir, the show choir at Sudlow is performing tonight? Yes, no, not sure. Okay. Thank you. Board reports. Director Poston.
Yeah, last week I was able to visit Hayes and Harrison and participate in the Amplify coaches visit. Appreciate what our teachers are doing as far as implementing Amplify and the hard work that they're putting into it. And kudos to the coaches and principals in the buildings on taking on this task of introducing new curriculum.
Director Beck.
Yeah, I realized that I had not actually thanked the Hayes Elementary staff for my visit in a couple months ago to look at some of the or look at the second round of the Amplify curriculum. So I wanted to say thank you. It is really nice to see the second iteration or the second year of this programming and how things are coming together. I also had an opportunity to visit and participate in McKinley Elementary's Multicultural Day last week. It was on Friday, and 2 weeks ago. It was, as usual, just a wonderful celebration of all the different students' backgrounds at McKinley, really celebrating where everyone is from, and I think it's a wonderful tradition, and I hope we can continue it throughout, well, for the foreseeable future.
Thank you. I also went to Harrison and observed classrooms doing Amplify. It was fun to see the difference between when they first got started in the curriculum and how they're comfortable, the kids are comfortable and moving along quite well. I went to the show choir show off this morning, excellent talent in our district. And also, I'd like to offer our condolences to the family of Joe Kusatz. He was a principal in our district for many, many years. I worked with him when I was out at Walcott. Super guy. So, thank you. Next up is open forum. Open forum is a time for members of the community to give input at a board meeting regarding school district issues or concerns. Individuals who want to speak, please fill out an open forum request and give it to the board secretary prior to open forum. The forum is available in hard copy for in-person attendees or on the school board page of the district's webpage for those who want to participate virtually. Virtual participants must email their request to Stacy Blizzard at blizzards@davenportschools.org by 3 p.m. on the day of the board meeting. The board will not act on any issue presented during open forum if it was not published as an agenda item. Iowa Open Meetings Law prohibits action on any issue that is not on the agenda. The president may set the amount of time allowed for individuals to speak. It will be 2 minutes. The character or motives of any person will be called out of order. You will be asked to state your name and home address prior to making remarks. Please note that board meetings are recorded and the recordings are available online. To participate virtually, call 1-312-626-6799 and enter meeting ID 948-1070-9564 and passcode 733522. I believe we have 4 open forum requests. The first is Charlotte. How do you say your last name? Duffus. Okay, thank you. Come up here, push the button. The green light will go on. State your name and address. Push the button; it'll turn green. There you go. It's
Hello.
ready.
Okay. My name is Charlotte Duffus. My address is 2821 North Zenith Avenue, Davenport, Iowa, 52804. And I'm here, well, I go to Central, and I'm here today to talk about like a staffing kind of thing at my school. So my favorite teacher at Central is Madame Favre. She's my French teacher. And recently there's been like news that she's going to be pushed out of French and going to be doing English at our school. And a different teacher from West is going to be coming and taking, like, filling her position as the French teacher. And I don't know about the West teacher. I'm sure she's great, but I know Madame Flevra, and she's my favorite. And she's so good at her job. She inspires so many different people. And, like, I know so many different people, like, at my school and, like, even, like, in my grade and younger people in French that only take French for her. Like, she has the highest numbers in the district. I think she's so inspiring. She's so good at her job. I loved French. I love going there every day. And I just think that I'm going to miss her so much. And I really beg you guys to reconsider on this issue because she is so good. And I wish I had her for another year. And I think that it's better for the students to have like a teacher that they really connect with, and better for the students of English to have like a English teacher who's comfortable and knows what they're doing, rather than someone who is not as comfortable in English, like Madame Lefebvre. She's super good at French, but I don't think English is her specialty. So I think it's really good just to have teachers who are really familiar and passionate about what they do, to have them teaching students at my school. And yeah, she's great. And I really hope that I have her for French 4 because she's so good at her job and she makes me want to go to school every day, and I'll miss her a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. Eli. Sorry, Eli, I don't want to slaughter your name.
Sadef, it's pronounced.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eli Sadef. I live at 324 East Pleasant Street, and I am a sophomore at Central. I participate in many clubs, organizations, and sports at the high school. Tonight, I'm speaking on behalf of students at Central, some of whom are here today, who are pursuing the study of French as part of their work to become good citizens of the world. I also want to speak about that our current French teacher, Laurie Lefebvre, has taught French for many years and is an active user of the language. We've been informed that the district is reassigning Miss Lefebvre away from French and replacing her with a teacher who does have a French endorsement, but has not taught or used French for many years in the classroom. Replacing Miss Lefebvre, who is effective, currently teaches French and is an active user of the language, with a teacher who's not currently teaching French is a problem. Students at Central deserve the best teacher for the job, not just a teacher who can easily be reassigned to this position. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Carlin Peterson.
Since I have a time limit, I will not be speaking as much as I usually do. But as part of my job as a student school board representative is to speak on behalf of the students. As you've already seen, I have a lot of students here who are concerned about our French teacher. She is personally also my favorite teacher. And I would just like to say it's not fair to the students or the teachers to make this kind of drastic assignment. Not only is it not fair because Mme. Lefebvre was hired as a French teacher, but it's also not fair to give the West teacher coming in both Spanish and the French course load, as I've been kind of like, that might not be exactly what it is, but that is what I have gathered. And it's just not a fair workload, and especially when students connect so much to a teacher, it's not fair to cut their programs. She's part of the reason why I have pursued the college that I have gone to. She has kind of helped me come out of my shell as a person. If she didn't teach me, I wouldn't be as outspoken, and I wouldn't probably be a student school board rep. So she's just very important to not only the students, but the district. And she's also our only French teacher, and she is incredible at what she does. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Catherine Stoley. Did I say it right? Okay.
My My name is Catherine Stolley, and I live at 1824 Jersey Ridge Road, Davenport, Iowa. I'm here on concerns of another teacher, Kendra Ellich. I am a 4-year member of the orchestra. Hi, Sam's mom. And Miss Ellich has been such a pivotal person for us. She is the director of our orchestras, and we have around 75 students, and that is far above anybody else in any other school because I go to Central. And it's just been Ellich for so long, and especially this year, she's gone from teaching blocks to periods. We've seen her time cut in half, and she's already so stretched thin. Recently, it's come to our attention that next year she's also expected to split time with Sudlow. So she will have to go to Sudlow for a quarter of her day. And then Christian Svenevig, who's the Sudlow director who helps at Central, he will no longer be allowed to come to help her with lessons. So individual lessons are what teaches the student actually how to play. When there's 75 kids in a room, there's no way that she can attend to all of them. But it's 10-minute lessons once a week that actually teaches them. Personally, when I went in as a freshman, I could not tell head to tail of my cello or anything like that. But it's those 10 minutes lessons that have really, really helped me. And now that Ellich will not be able to be here as often, she won't be able to give those lessons. And students will fall in skill. We've seen enrollment skyrocket in orchestra recently. I mean, just now we have 6 freshman cellos. That's amazing. And I think we need to take advantage of this enrollment and empower and bring more attention to the orchestra program rather than cut back on it, because I think there's a lot of progress that can be made. We are already a D1 orchestra. We're the best orchestra in the district. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Next up is the consent agenda. May I have a motion?
Madam President,
Director Hayes,
I move the board accept the consent agenda as written.
could I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Committee reports. Breaking barriers,
None at this time.
legislative advocacy.
Last week, TJ, Sarah, and I went up to Des Moines, met with Representatives Kaufman, Vondran, and Gosa, and Senator Gary Moore, and we're able to spend a fair amount of time with them and go over our legislative priorities.
Thank you. Local School Advisory Committee,
We have not met.
Long Range Facility Planning.
What?
This Friday.
Yes. We're meeting this Friday.
Policy, in the next couple of weeks, we will be getting together. Recognition, we have a meeting scheduled in a couple of weeks as well. Next up are items requiring action. Bond authorized issuance proceedings.
Madam Chair.
Director Poston.
Move to approve the resolution appointing paying agent, bond registrar, and transfer agent, approving the paying agent, bond register, and transfer agent agreement, and authorizing the execution of same.
Could I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Are there any questions? This is a roll call vote. Director Barnes,
My vote is yes.
Director Beck,
Yes.
Director Hayes,
Yes.
Director Poston,
Yes.
Director Potts.
Yes.
Is Director Yankee on line yet? Not hearing it. Okay, and my vote is yes. Motion carries. the next part.
Madam President,
Director Beck.
I move the form of tax exemption certificate be placed on file and approved.
Could I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Are there any questions about this? Seeing none, Director Barnes,
My vote is yes.
Director Beck,
Yes.
Director Hayes,
Yes.
Director Poston,
Yes.
Director Potts,
Yes.
and my vote is yes. Motion carries. The third resolution, could I have a motion?
Madam President,
Director Beck,
I move the board approve the form of continuing disclosure certificate be placed on file and approved.
could I have a second?
Second.
Director Potts. Are there any questions? Director Barnes,
My vote is yes.
Director Beck,
Yes.
Director Hayes,
Yes.
Director Poston,
Yes.
Director Potts,
Yes.
and my vote is yes. The motion carries. And the fourth resolution,
Madam President,
Director Beck,
I move the board approve resolution authorizing and providing for the terms of issuance and securing the payment of $81,050 school infrastructure sales, services, and use tax revenue bonds, Series 2026 of the Davenport Community School District, State of Iowa, under the provisions of Chapter 423F of the Code of Iowa and providing for a method of payment of said bonds.
Second.
it's been moved and seconded. Any questions? Seeing none, Director Barnes,
My vote is yes.
Director Beck,
Yes.
Director Hayes,
Yes.
Director Poston,
Yes.
Director Potts,
Yes.
and my vote is yes. Motion carries. Next up is the Fillmore Playground.
Madam President,
Director Hayes,
I move the board approve the Fillmore Elementary inclusive playground equipment in the amount of $83,646.84.
could I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next up, receipt and filing of recommendations regarding termination of employment contracts.
Madam President,
Director Hayes,
I move the board receive and file the superintendent's recommendation to terminate continuing employment contract.
Second.
any questions, comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Superintendent.
Short and sweet. Get to the Adler tonight. It's going to be a beautiful night.
That's right. Administrative reports? Nope. Okay. Board requests? No. Board reflections. Let's start with student board members.
I would say my most notable part was I liked hearing about Dr. Beck sharing about the Multicultural Day at McKinley. I think that's a really cool idea. And I think that's really cool to instill that in especially our young students. So I hope we continue that and maybe start at other schools too.
As a McKinley student, did I only go there for 1 year? Yeah, but I do remember Multicultural Day like the most out of anything. I also am so incredibly proud of every single student who came to speak about our teachers. They mean a lot to us as students, and it's really important that, you know, they keep teaching.
I also went to McKinley for 1 year during kindergarten.
The same year.
Yes. But it was really memorable for me, and I know that I still remember it now, so I know that it's going to affect these kids too, and I think it's very important. I also want to touch back about what Kate was saying. She's my classmate in orchestra. I've been in it for 4 years, and I just want to like just talk about like the lesson aspect of it all. It's very crucial for us to have lessons because some people have private lessons outside of school, but some people can't afford that, and that's all they have. And so it's like we take pride in our fine arts, but this would only be taking away from the reputation that Mrs. Elledge has built for many years. And Kate and I are in the same class. We're both seniors, and we've gotten D1 scores all 3 years for state. You know, we beat PV and Bettendorf. Four. So, but yeah, I think it is something that should be thought about more.
Thank you. Director Barnes?
I'm always impressed with our student board representatives, but I want to use my time tonight to just express gratitude to the students who showed up tonight and spoke in open forum. It's very important to us as board members to hear from you and to hear your perspectives. So my reflection is a word of gratitude to our students who are incredibly impressive. Thank you.
Director Potts?
It's not specifically on the agenda, but I want to thank the community for passing the Pebble, the physical plant and equipment levy, just last week. That's $7 million a year for our district to keep our buildings up. That's wonderful.
Thank you. Director Poston?
I too would also like to thank members of the public, especially the students that spoke tonight, and always appreciate the comments. And I also admire the way that you can come up here and present your thoughts and ideas and your concerns.
Director Beck?
Yeah, I would say my highlight tonight is seeing all of these people coming up and speaking passionately about something that they believe in. If you, I encourage you to reach out to your state legislators and remind them that public schools need funding to pay for the teachers. I would also just like to point out that the reason we have things like show choir show off is because we do have incredible fine arts teachers in the district, and I don't want to see our co-curricular or not strictly academic activities drop off, because that is one of the best things about this district and one of the many opportunities that Davenport can offer that other school districts in the area can't. And so I hope that we can find a way to make sure that we keep our standards as high as they are.
Director Hayes?
First of all, I want to congratulate Carlin for taking the time to get your students together and speak on something that's so passionate about what's going on at Central. And just your participation, it seems like each year we get a group of students. I think they have so much input, and just to see how meaningful this is for you at your school, I really like that.
I do want to say it wasn't just me. It was also Leia Lefebvre, Madame Lefebvre's daughter. She wasn't able to speak tonight, but I do have a letter that she wrote if anyone wants to take a look at it.
Okay, well, we do appreciate you all for your input.
Superintendent Schneckloff?
The passing of these bonds, coming out of there, the hard work that this board has done, receiving an A+ rating is incredibly difficult when you think about where we've come from. And so the notion of what those dollars are going to go so much farther because of that reason. And it was very exciting to see on the bond sale day where there were 13 people jumping in to bid on that. And so I'm very excited about that. I'm excited about the opportunity for the equity playground, the equity in the playground at Fillmore. I think that's really going to make a big difference for our students there. And I do appreciate the voice of our students today. It means a lot. Advocating for yourself and your building means a lot.
Thank you. I also want to thank the students for taking the time to come express your concerns to us. We wouldn't know if you didn't come and let us know how you felt about issues. Also, the bond vote, it's exciting that we have gotten to the final steps of that, so that's good. And one thing that often gets overlooked is our consent agenda. And there are 24 teachers retiring on today's agenda, which represents 637 years of experience. Not something that you can easily replace. But I wish them all well. I thank them for all of their time given to the district. So that's an exciting time for them. Kind of bittersweet for the district because they are losing a lot of experience there. So with that said, Director Potts.
So move.
Could I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. See, Allison, I got you out of here.